So have India got too many spinners in their bowling lineup, like a lot of experts are calling out? Will Rohit and Kohli come back into form and take India to another ICC Trophy championship? And is the Indian fast bowling lineup looking a little shaky? This and a lot more in this episode. Let's dive into it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the preview of the ICC Champions Trophy tournament and the Indian team and how they line up as they go head to head against some of the best teams in the world. Let's start off with Rohit and Kohli. Rohit and Kohli have been just kind of getting back into form. I think Rohit's well into form. I think that 100 against England was just and to see Virat back into form amongst the runs is always good. I think he's the master of the ODI game. His game plan's very set. It's just a matter of him spending time at the crease. I think it augurs really well and it looks ominous, guys. I just have this feeling, these two guys will lead, along with that young brigade that they have with them, they will possibly lead India to another ICC trophy in the next 3 or 4 weeks. It looks good as far as I'm concerned. Virat looking slightly, as in I think based on the standards that the great man has set, he's looking slightly, he's about there. I think he's about 80% there. Rohit looks well and truly back into form. I think it's about him coming out there and just going and expressing himself. I think it's a matter of time when we see both of them coming together in tandem and scoring a lot of runs. I think Ro and Co will be pretty hard to stop in this ICC Champions Trophy. There is talk about India having too many spinners. In fact, Ravichandran Ashwin actually said this. He says, what I don't understand is the number of spinners we are taking to Dubai. 5 spinners and we have made Yashasvi Jaiswal sit out. Yeah, I understand taking 3 or 4 spinners for a tour, but 5 in Dubai? I don't know. I think we are 1 spinner too many, if not 2. And I think that's the problem of a plenty, right? When you have all-rounders who play dual roles and you end up having to kind of over leverage on one side. And I think that's what's happened in this instance. I think it's hard to leave someone like Varun Chakravarti, given the form that he's in, right? And Kuldeep Yadav has been really, really good when the opportunity has come his way and has always notched up very decent and more than decent performances. And they have Washington Sundar as well. So options are there, a lot of options. But who will eventually play? Aksar and Ravindra Jadeja will obviously play in the 11. The toss-up will be between Kuldeep Yadav and Varun Chakravarti. Knowing Gautam Gambhir and Rohit Sharma, I think they will use them in tandem. I think they'll use them as a weapon and as an attacking option. And I think both of them will be really effective. So I won't be surprised if you get to see Varun Chakravarti play a few games and then Kuldeep Yadav play the next few. I think that could potentially happen. The fast bowlers actually look a little shaky simply because no Bumrah. So Arshdeep didn't start too many games. He played only 1 against England. So we don't know if he was being reserved for the ICC Champions Trophy. Shami is just getting back from an injury, so it's going to take a little time for him to get rhythm and that match rhythm. It takes a little while, especially after you've taken a break. But he's an experienced old fox. He'll come back pretty strongly, I think. Harshit Rana has replaced Jasprit Bumrah. So we're going to have to see. Harshit Rana has proven to be a little expensive with the new ball, but in the middle overs, he's been pretty handy and has been pretty effective. So you'll definitely see him bowl, and definitely you will see Hardik Pandya also bowl. Maybe not 10 overs, but I think he certainly will bowl about 6-7 overs if he's bowling really well. We have seen that fast bowlers have gotten more wickets than spinners have. And in the recently concluded ILT20, albeit it being T20 cricket, the fast bowlers have got about 60-65% of the wickets versus the spinners who've got about 35-40% of the wickets. So it augurs well for the fast bowlers and begs the question again if India have carried too many spinners to Dubai. It's debatable, but I think with the fast bowlers we have, if we can be effective with the new ball, and one hopes that Shami is going to play that role and be effective with the new ball, because when the ball has done a little bit, he certainly has looked effective. And if Arshdeep can start, I think Arshdeep can be very, very effective. And so if you have two fast bowlers, Hardik Pandya, that makes it 3, then you have 3 spinners, and that's happy days. You got 60 overs of bowling there, and you'll always use that one extra bowler as cushion. And today with 3 all-rounders, India can actually afford to do that. So what does the potential 11 look like? Let's have a look. I think the potential 11 will pretty much look like this. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, the master of ODI cricket Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Akshar Patel, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Shami, Arshdeep Singh for me, and a toss-up between Kuldeep Yadav and Varun Chakravarti. This, I think, is what the potential 11 will be. Let's just say potential 12, because the toss-up between Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti will be on the day perhaps. And so I think that is what the potential 11 will look like. The batting looks pretty solid. Shubman Gill again in some scorching hot form. So is Shreyas Iyer. His numbers look exceptionally good as well. KL Rahul got some runs at the end of the England series. We also have Akshar Patel, who has been batting and bowling phenomenally. We saw a little bit also from Hardik Pandya, and so too with Ravindra Jadeja. Both of them, all the 3 all-rounders are doing pretty well. A lot of talk in conjecture about KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant. I think in the first couple of games, if KL doesn't necessarily score runs, they might move to Rishabh Pant. But if he gets some runs and is able to bat to the end and finish the innings well, or finish a game well for India, then I think he will continue to play in the middle order. So I think batting and the all-rounders look pretty solid. One more thing that we have to actually consider is that, is India the least prepared side for this ICC Champions Trophy amongst the other teams that are taking part in this championship? If you look at Australia, they've played 12 ODI matches. South Africa have played 14. Pakistan have played 11. England have played 14. Afghanistan have played 14. New Zealand 11. Bangladesh 12. And India only 9. Granted that India has played only 9, but one has to remember that India play the most number of matches as far as cricket across formats are concerned. So I'm not too worried about match practice or preparation. I think India will still do well. Perhaps they would feel a lot more keen and eager, because we saw how well they did in the ICC World Cup in 2023. Big money. They looked all too good for any other side before unfortunately faltering to Australia in the final. I don't think that's going to be the case. I have a funny feeling, guys. I have a feeling India's going to walk away with this one, and both Rohit and Virat Kohli are going to win 4 ICC trophies each. It's going to look very nice on their mantle very, very soon. This is what I think India's going to do in this ICC Champions Trophy. They look good. The bowling will have to come good as far as fast bowling is concerned, and one hopes for Arshdeep and Shami to come through. And if they do come through, happy days, guys. Spinners look good, maybe one too many, debatable, but batting looks solid. We'll have to see if these wickets stay conducive for 50-over cricket. There's been a lot of T20 cricket played here in Dubai. But for 50-over cricket, one will have to see what the wear and tear is like and the wicket holds up. So conditions up in the air, but preparations has been solid with the Indian team. They've been practicing here. They've been doing well as far as practice and preparations are concerned. So exciting cricket lies ahead for Team India and for all of us fans. Let's hope that Rohit Sharma and his leadership group lead this team to another ICC championship. All the best, guys. Go and get it for us.